And very shortly, Evelyn Tingma, my colleague in Parliament, will bring us some more updates on the bribery allegation case. But let's go back to what exactly happened, how it happened, and where we are now. And we first look at the bribery allegations timelines. Sometime this year, at the beginning of this year, specifically January 27, 2017, bribery allegations were made by the Boko Central MP Mahama Yariga and key actors in this very situation. Some were accused as well. We have Asiedu-Dartey, Muntaka Mubarak, and Mahama Yariga himself, and Osechi Mensabonsu. Fast forward 31st January 2017, Speaker of Parliament Professor Mike Okwe named a 5-member committee to probe and actually look into this very issue, which is the bribery claims. And the committee was chaired by former Attorney General and MP for Asiedu-Dartey, that's Joe Gatti, and other members of this committee were MP for Yilo Kobo Magnus Kofi Amwate, that's MP for Jabin Amapoma, MP for Talensi BT Baba, and MP for Finso South Ben Abdullah Banda to look into this very issue. And what were their terms of reference? There's a terms of reference given to this very committee to establish its first Deputy Speaker, Jose Wusu, who took money from Energy Minister Asiedu-Dartey and gave it to the Minority Chief Whip, that's Alhaji Mubarak Muntaka. And while this issue came up, there was some concerns that were raised. Should this committee do their work in camera, or it should be done in the full glare of the public, so people get to know what exactly happened? And their role as well was to do an internal inquiry to find out whether there were attempts to bribe members of the appointments committee, because that was what brought about this very situation and why the inquiry was set, and to look into the remit of complaints and assertions made by First Deputy Speaker about this very matter. You might as well know this is not the very first time such situations have come up. So shortly, I will be trying to reach Evelyn, who is in Parliament, to give us some more updates on this very issue. The committee of inquiry, they're done with their work, but what exactly is entailed in their report is not yet out. And Evelyn, like I mentioned, will join us shortly to give us an update on what has happened pertaining to this very issue. But I will also be speaking to Linda Ofoyu-Kwafo. She is the Executive Director of the Ghana Integrity Initiative, to find out her view on this very matter. Members of Parliament are yet to receive the 50-page report of the 5-member ad hoc committee set up to investigate the bribery allegation against the chairman and some members of the appointments committee. Now, the motion was supposed to be moved for the debate to commence yesterday after the committee laid the report, but was called off because the MPs had not seen or had not been served with this very report. Majority Leader Osechi Mensabonsu, explaining the reason for the postponement, said that this was to give the legislature an opportunity to peruse the document to be well equipped today for the debate after the motion has been moved. So shortly, Evelyn Tingma will give us some updates on this very issue. But I will turn shortly to Skype and speak with Linda Ofoyu-Kwafo. She is Executive Director of the Ghana Integrity Initiative. Good afternoon, Linda, and thanks for your time.
Definitely viewers.
And now the concern is that earlier it was that should this be done in camera, should it be done for the public to know about what exactly happened. Now the report is out, but parliamentarians have not been able to debate on this very issue. Is this in any way going to, or will this likely have an effect on Ghanaians' respect for the legislature, looking at how the whole process has gone?
I believe Ghanaians' expectation of Parliament is very high so far as this matter is concerned, because it's a very tricky one. It's an issue that, however it goes, it has serious implication for the image of Parliament. So as we wait patiently, I have been hoping that this report would have come out a long time ago, but due to some reasons cited by Parliament in the past, they've not been able to do so. Yesterday, we actually kept hoping that we will see the report finally to know what the outcome was. But that one, we also were not privileged enough to see or hear the contents of the report. Today, we are still waiting, and we are hoping that before business come to an end for Parliament today, the report would be debated, and Ghanaians will know the outcome of the committees.
Now, like you rightly mentioned, we're all waiting to see what the report entails, but to what extent could this bribery allegation affect our democracy? Is there any negative effect at all?
It does. You see, the members of Parliament, our honorable members of Parliament, have the responsibilities to put in place legislations that deals with the canker. And so the fact that laws play a very important role in the fight against corruption in Ghana and everywhere else in the world is not something that anybody would want to undermine. For that matter, the people that work on the laws that deals with the canker, the people that put in place policies that deals with the canker, the people that pass or approve budgets for implementation of anti-corruption work are expected to be people of very high standards of integrity. So this matter actually coming at the back of already some allegations in the past made by very high-profile people in this country, as far as parliamentary business and parliamentarians' work is concerned, was already a very big issue. So the outcome, as I said earlier, is very dicey. However it goes, whether somebody will be cleared, whether somebody will be found not to have told the truth, is a very important issue for us. And if anybody really did pay money, it's also very important. So all the parties in this conversation are very important, people that we hold them in high esteem, and we expect nothing less than being honorable people and people of integrity. So we are waiting to see what the outcome will be. It's also, if you remember, Shraj said we're holding on with the investigations until Parliament's committee has finished with the work. So we want to know what Shraj will also be able to make out of whatever finding comes out today. As I've said, the stakes are quite high. However it goes, it has serious implications for the House and for the honorable members of Parliament. We want to know if people are found to have actually engaged in any wrongful acts, what will be the sanctions or punishment for them? And if some people have also been found to have actually told a lie to the entire nation, what will be the outcome? What are the measures put in place to deal with such issues so far as Parliament is concerned? Be it administrative, be it legal, Ghanaians want to know what the total, the end of this matter would be. And that has a very important, serious implication for our democracy.
Thank you very much, Linda Ofoyokafo. She is Executive Director for the Ghana Integrity Initiative. Thanks once again for